Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Take a quick look at the device you're watching this on. Your phone, right? It's probably within arm's reach 24/7. It's our alarm clock, our navigator, our news source, our camera, and our connection to the world. But have you ever wondered, what would happen if you just stopped? What if you put your smartphone away, not for an hour, not for a day, but for a whole 30 days? Sounds a bit crazy, maybe even impossible. But today, we're going to dive deep into this thought experiment and explore the surprising and potentially life-changing effects of a month-long digital detox. Let's break it down, starting with the first week. The first few days would likely be the hardest. You'd feel a constant phantom vibration in your pocket, a nagging urge to check for notifications that aren't there. This is a real phenomenon called nomophobia, the fear of being without your mobile phone. You'd feel disconnected, maybe even anxious. Simple tasks like finding a new coffee shop or checking the weather would suddenly require a different approach. You might have to ask for directions, look at a physical map, or just look outside. You'd feel bored, and in that boredom, your brain, starved of its usual constant stream of information, would start to fidget. This initial phase is withdrawal, plain and simple. Your brain's dopamine system, so used to the instant gratification of likes, messages, and endless scrolling, would be screaming for a fix. It would be tough, no doubt about it. But then, something amazing would start to happen as you move into the second week. The initial anxiety would begin to fade, replaced by a newfound sense of presence. You'd start noticing the world around you in high definition. The subtle change of colors in the sky during sunset, the intricate patterns on a leaf, the sound of birdsong you'd previously tuned out. Conversations with friends and family would become deeper because you'd be fully engaged, making eye contact instead of glancing at a screen. Your mind, no longer fractured by a constant barrage of notifications, would have the space to wander, to daydream. This is when your creativity would start to spark. You might pick up an old hobby, read a book from cover to cover, or just sit and think, letting your thoughts flow without interruption. Your sleep would likely improve dramatically. Without the blue light from your screen disrupting your melatonin production, you'd find it easier to fall asleep and wake up feeling more refreshed. You'd be rediscovering the rhythm of a life that isn't dictated by a glowing rectangle. By week 3, you'd be in the groove. The boredom that felt so uncomfortable at first would have transformed into a powerful tool. Boredom is the breeding ground for creativity and problem-solving. Your brain, no longer passively consuming content, would start actively creating. You might find yourself more productive at work or school, able to focus on tasks for longer periods without the pull of digital distraction. Your relationships would flourish. Imagine having dinner with someone where no phones are on the table. The connection is real, immediate, and uninterrupted. You'd also become more resourceful. Need to meet a friend? You'd have to plan ahead, arrange a specific time and place, and actually be on time. It feels old-fashioned, but it builds discipline and reliability. You'd realize how much you relied on your phone as a crutch for social awkwardness, filling any empty moment with scrolling. Now, you'd be learning to simply be comfortable in your own skin, in your own thoughts, in the quiet moments of life. Finally, as you approach the end of the 30 days, you'd have a profound realization. The digital world you felt so disconnected from would still be there, but your relationship with it would be fundamentally changed. You wouldn't be a slave to the device anymore. It would be a tool to be used with intention and purpose. You would have proven to yourself that you don't need it to survive, to be happy, or to be connected. In fact, you might feel more connected than ever, to yourself, to the people around you, and to the physical world. This experience would give you a new perspective on what's truly important. You'd have more time, more mental clarity, and a deeper appreciation for the simple, analog joys of life. The constant pressure to perform online, to curate a perfect digital identity, would have melted away, replaced by the freedom of just being you. So, when the 30 days are up, and you pick up your smartphone again, what happens? You wouldn't just go back to your old ways. You'd be the master of the technology, not the other way around. You'd set boundaries. Maybe you'd turn off most of your notifications, set phone-free hours each day, or delete the apps that you realized were just time-wasting black holes. You'd use your phone to enhance your real life, not escape from it. You'd use it to call a friend to make plans to see them in person, not just to send a meme. You'd use it to look up information for a new project, then put it down and do the work. The biggest takeaway would be the understanding that a rich, fulfilling life exists beyond the screen. It's a life filled with genuine connection, creativity, and peace of mind. Now, I know what you're thinking. A full 30-day detox might not be practical for everyone. Some of us need our phones for work, for family emergencies, for safety. But the principle remains the same. The point of this thought experiment isn't to demonize technology, but to encourage us to reevaluate our relationship with it. Maybe you could try a 24-hour detox on a weekend. Maybe you could implement a no phones at the dinner table rule. Or maybe you could just take an hour each evening to unplug and read a book or go for a walk. Any small step towards reclaiming your time and attention is a victory. The goal is to live a life with more intention, more presence, and more joy. So, what do you think? Could you do it? What small step could you take today to regain a little more control from your smartphone? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching today. If this video gave you something to think about, please give it a thumbs up. And consider subscribing to the channel for more content that helps us live more thoughtful and intentional lives. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Until next time, stay present and take care.